Okay, Rabbi, so we are continuing Halachot Shabbat. We left on volume 5, Halacha, page number 57, discussing about the laws of tying. And we said that, bottom line, according to Rabbi Bar Yosef, if a person makes a double knot, it's not considered to be a special knot. It's not considered to be a professional knot. That's why. And also 1 week, it's not considered to be long term. It's considered to be short term. So it says, if two conditions are fulfilled, double knot, which is not professional, plus not long term, which is less than a week, conclusion, it is allowed for a person to do on Shabbat or undo it on Shabbat. If a person had a bag that is already double knot before Shabbat or week before Shabbat, you can undo it on Shabbat. But if it is tied already more than for 1 week, let's say Babulia tied it 2 weeks ago, not necessarily on Shabbat, she tied it on Sunday. She had guest came from Vienna. Babulia, he respected him very much. After the table finished, she took all the expensive candies and she put it back inside the bag, double wrap, double bag, and boom, double tie it and put it away. Now, Yosef's bar mitzvah came and Yosef wants to untie the bag, Rozi Shabbat.
Is he allowed?
Can Yosef do that or no? Babulia tied it 2 weeks ago. Saying on Yosef's bar mitzvah, we're going to open it. Already 11 days, 12 days passed since then. Yosef, what do you say? Munki or ne? Huh? Can you open it on Shabbat or no? It's double knot. Can you untie the double knot or no?
No.
Monkey.
So says Ravadia, Asu. Why? Because it can still be already a permanent knot. Permanent knot. Not allowed to open it on Shabbat. Anything you're not allowed to tie on Shabbat, you're not allowed to untie it on Shabbat. David, there's food. Take it.
1 second.
Chicken here.
What she had in mind.
And chillin'. Oh, yeah.
Good question.
Hold on, is there? No, I'm sorry. No.
Go ahead, no?
I was thinking, is it a professional knot? Because if she tied it, it's not professional.
Good. We remember we need 2 conditions to be the Oraita, 1 condition to be the Rabbanan. Restricted the Rabbanan.
So maybe there's an opinion that it's not professional knot.
It is. We hold that it's not the professional knot. Bottom line, we hold that it's not professional knot. Remember where the proof is from? From the bucket and the well. Remember we said if a person goes to the well on Shabbat that he wants to pull out the water with a bucket. And lo alenu lo alechem, he sees a disaster. The rope is not connected to the bucket. What should we do? Davy, what should we do? Rosh Shabbat, that the rope is not connected to the bucket. Hey, I think the AC works on heat. Put it on a cold.
There's more flies by those.
Yeah. Our spring is going like this. So more than a week, it's already considered permanent.
More than a week, it's permanent. So permanent knot, you're not allowed to tie that way and not allowed to untie that way. Such a knot.
So when you tie your shoes on Shabbat, that's a double knot?
Yeah?
Usually shoes with a double knot, right?
When you tie the shoes on Shabbat, it is?
Double knot.
No, it's not double knot. It's a knot with a bow knot. Yeah. Can I get a napkin, please? There's a napkin around?
Under the table.
Thank you. I want to clean my glasses. Whenever you're outside, the dirtier the glasses, the better. When you're inside, to see the holy faces of the tzaddikim coming to learn Torah, the cleaner they are, the better. Right? Especially during the summer.
Special edition.
Yeah. I have a student, he tells me, Rabbi, come, I'll give you free laser to your eyes. You're going to see better than a hawk. I said, God gave me the best gift in the world called glasses. Now, Ron John, you think I'm going to give it up? When you drive in the morning, maybe from here back to Main Street, until you get past the gas station on Union, go over there, taking off glasses, no problem. It's such a big difference, unbelievable. Goyim lifestyle, Yehudim lifestyle. In Main Street, there is more tzniut than where the Goyim are.
I have a question.
Amir, John.
There are special glasses that have camera inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you allowed to wear this on Shabbat?
How are you going to go wear it on Shabbat? It's going to record, no?
Well, it only records if you press the button.
And if not, what it does?
Nothing is, you can use it as glasses.
Oh, regular reading at the vision glasses?
No, regular sunglasses.
Oh, sunglasses.
No,
Yeah.
Ray-Ban.
Oh, what's the problem then? If you can use it.
If you can use it.
Oh, what's the problem? Rabbi Yosef spoke about the watch that has.
Has a button inside.
Rabbi spoke about the watch that has many buttons, calculator watch. Remember?
Yeah.
That's few rabbis in Israel said munkines.
It goes off.
Rabbi Yosef says munki bechor yavagon avkot be'odam. Это chicken, иди принеси это чулан там есть. Макарови. Подарки. Сегодня Бехор подарки раздает. Санта-Клаус. Бехор, chicken горяченький, герет, кайф куне. Принеси, дай ему, подай ему.
لا سماء سماء
Горяченький, я только согрел. С колесо, с колесо.
Конечно.
Герет, горяченький.
Человек откуда работает? Поставьте сюда на стол. Да.
Bit. Oh, Shalom. Yesterday I was thinking about your son Netanel. I said I miss Netanel. Look, Sefer Torah, Chas v'Shalom for me to lie. And today Netanel is coming. Netanel, how did you feel the signal I sent you yesterday? I said, when is Netanel coming? When is Netanel coming? And here it is. Unbelievable. Kohen John, I'll call message. Yeah. Gonna be the next teacher, Be'ezrat Hashem. Torah teacher. You here or no?
Yeah.
Very good. Perfect.
הנה הפסיק דעת.
Bechor. Bechor kaif kunet, by chicken kaif kunet. So that's we see that Maran hold that you make a double knot on Shabbat. It's not a professional knot. Скоро придет, я не знаю.
У вас телефон есть?
Записывай сейчас.
Нет.
So says Rav Ovadia. Now listen to this, Bechor. According to Ashkenazim, Yaakov telephone it. Double knot.
Yes.
Ashkenazim allow or no?
No.
No. If they're not allowed to tie it, are they allowed to untie it? Netanyahu, what do you say? If you're not allowed to tie something, are you allowed to untie it to something?
No.
Very good. No. So question to you, Bechor, is Bechor. Question to you is, what happens right now on Shabbat if a person has food, bread, something inside a bag that is double knot, and that double knot was 2 weeks ago? Can you untie this on Shabbat or no?
No.
I give you example. You don't want to destroy it. Let's say it's hard bag. Невозможно destroy it. Real bag, not plasmas. Real bag. It's hard to rip it. Can you untie it on Shabbat or no? Ashkenazi, allowed to untie this or no?
No.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Says Rama, even though I hold strict, whenever there is a suffering, if you will not do that, or discomfort, you could be lenient. Amen. You could be lenient. או בכור, משמע שהכל פעם, שדו, שמו דערוך שהכל גופתית. Там еще чулент есть. Get the chulent out. You put it there, good. ברשות מוריי ורבותיי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. Very good. So says the Rama, Bechor, says Rama that not only, if there is not only for suffering reason, even for discomfort reason. If it's tied double knot, Ashkenazi allowed to untie it. You hear this or no? Even Ashkenazi allowed to untie it. Now, says Rav Ovadia, we are on number 9. If you open the pamphlet. Aaron, you know the book by heart? Well, I to you already. B'li ayin hara.
Page 9 or number 9?
Page 57 of the Rav Ovadia Yosef pamphlet. By you, it's Nun Zayin if you want Hebrew. Yeah. Hebrew or English, whatever you want. You prefer Hebrew or English? Daf Nun Zayin. It says Amud Nun Zayin. Give it to me for a second. Yeah, you found it. You're very good. Nun Zayin. At number 9. Ted.
There's no tet here, no.
9. You have Ted?
Is that Amud?
Nun Zayin. So now, says Rabbi, even though Maran wrote in cases of suffering only a shvut done through a non-Jew is permitted, while here it is permitted even through a Jew. This is because not all suffering is equal. Abotai, today I'm going to reveal to you a big secret. I was thinking not to say it on records, but Rabbi Yosef wrote it, so I'll tell it to you. Usually, mezonot on the rice, chulent, adama. But you already said on the French fries. Sure. Bechor, a person right now, listen to this. He has something that he is suffering with. Can he violate Shabbat to avoid the suffer or no?
What kind of stuff?
Example. A person right now not allowed to catch a fly on Shabbat. Achon? Or a mosquito. Not allowed to catch it. Not talking about killing it. Talking about catching it. Are you allowed to trap it on Shabbat?
It's like catching.
No.
So
Yes.
says Rav Ovadia in number 9,
Not gonna be able to.
even though Maran in Siman 317, which is talking about the laws of catching, wrote that in cases of suffering only a shvut done through a goy is allowed, while here it is permitted even through a Jew. This is because not all suffering is equal. Distinctions must be made between types of discomfort. This means that when there is a significant suffering, the action may be performed even by a Jew and in a usual manner. However, in cases of only minor discomfort, it should not be done by a Jew. Instead, a non-Jew should be asked to perform it. You understood the difference? There's 2 levels of suffering. High level or lower level. All the time we learned, you're allowed to ask the goy to do Isur Derabanan for sake of mitzvah, or for sake of pain, or for sake of sickness, right? Shvut, the shvut, b'makom holi, b'makom tza'ar, right? Says Rav Ovadia, there are times that you're allowed to do even on the regular way, Isur Derabanan. When? When the discomfort is big level. Then you're allowed to do it yourself. You don't need to ask the guy to do it for you.
So it's too hot. Can I turn on the AC?
I'm not sure, but I'll tell you what does written Rav Ovadia does right, is that you will be allowed to catch the mosquito that is about to bite you. He's on the flesh about to bite you. You're allowed to catch him. What if you kill him?
Kill him, you kill him.
Unintentional.
Unintentional.
Is it guaranteed that he's gonna get killed
No.
when you're gonna pick up the?
Can I catch it? You have to kill it. It's gonna run away. It's gonna come back.
Killing you didn't allow. Only catching it was allowed.
Your intention was to catch it, but you killed it unintentionally.
Very good. Is it pasik? Is it for sure gonna die? By you trying to catch it, is it for sure gonna die, or maybe he's not gonna die? If it's 1 out of 1,000 chance, there is 1 out of 1,000 chance not gonna kill it. Yeah. Rabbi, what if I killed it? There's 999 chances out of 1,000 I'll kill it. 1 out of 1,000, you're not gonna kill it? Yeah, you'll be allowed to catch it.
But then you broke the wings. Now the animal is suffering because of you.
Which one is more important?
Your blood or the sun?
Person suffering versus the animal suffering.
And you don't
It's a
know if
rule.
it's suffering too, a mosquito, you don't know if it suffers or not.
Right. Understood? Aaron got it?
Well, if it's a reincarnated soul.
There's
Ve-
a nice short.
I'm gonna start it.
Got it?
Hidush.
Yeah, it's a very big chidush. I was mamash debating to say it or not, but Rav Ovadia wrote it, so who am I to say no? It's a big leniency he gives here. That whenever there is a big suffer, even a Jew could do the Isur Derabanan regularly.
But if some big suffering is subjective, how you know it's big or not?
Bigger than mosquito bite. If somebody asks you,
You're gonna eat all night.
heat all night or one mosquito bite and you'll sleep in another room with good AC, what do you choose?
What do you choose, guys?
There is one mosquito in the other room with AC.
What do you choose?
This room, no mosquitoes, clean from mosquitoes, but the AC doesn't work, hot in the night. Which one are you going to choose? One mosquito bite with good AC all night, or room without any AC, shashlik stanish utram, but no mosquitoes.
One mosquito bite with AC.
Which one?
No mosquitoes.
One mosquito, but good cold air
Unless they got West Nile virus.
all night. Shalom goes with the other way, he says. Huh?
It's an elusive mosquito.
That's the question. Shulchan Aruch says that if it's on your flesh, you're allowed to catch it and throw it out.
Wait.
Even though you're catching it, you're trapping. Asur on Shabbat to trap. They say, oh, what about muktzeh? Muktzeh de Rabbanan.
Only trapping if you keep it trapped. That's
What about trapping it? It says people trap mosquitoes.
No.
Is it like a alien that Bechor promised us to trap long time ago?
No, it's funny. I was told not to say this in public, but I did once read that if your alarm clock on the phone goes off, b'diavad, you forgot to turn it off, you're allowed to turn off your phone b'derech shinui on Shabbat. And it's
Here we're not saying beshinui. Here we're saying regularly catch it, remove it.
But that's not trapping.
It's trapping. He took away his freedom. Until now, the fly was able to go away. What's his name? Mosquito was able to fly, do whatever he wants. Yeah. By you holding it in his hand, that's it. You got him.
But when you trap, you go after the animal. Now the animal came after you.
Doesn't matter.
It's not trapping.
No. If right now a deer was running out of somewhere and he ended up next to you, can you put a net on it on Shabbat? It came next to me. Not allowed to. You're causing it to get trapped. Says Maran, Rabbi Yosef Karo, in the laws of trapping, it says if the mosquito came on your flesh, it's about to bite you, not to get through that big pain, catch it. Trap it. Shabbat, trapping asur. It's only asur de Rabbanan. What, I'm allowed to do asur de Rabbanan for avoiding my pain?
For trap.
For suffering?
Trapping is not
It says here, trapping mosquitoes is Rabbanan because there's not it's not a kind that people trap. And b'minonitzot, there's two levels of trapping. One is minonitzot, second category is en minonitzot. People don't trap it.
So Rabbi Karo said that what's the new chidush for Rabbi Obadiah?
Animals, deer, people trap?
Yes.
Yes. So if a person traps it on Shabbat, it's deoraita.
So what's the
Mosquitoes, people trap?
Nope.
For sake of benefiting from it? No. So therefore, it's which category it belongs to? En b'minonitzot. It's not a type that people trap.
So Shulchan Aruch said it. What's the chidush for Rabbi Obadiah?
Chidush is, Rabbi Yosef says, listen, but we have a problem. The other siman, Shulchan Aruch says, only you're allowed to tell the goy to do Yisur de Rabbanan for sake of suffering. Are you telling the Jew to trap it? It's contradiction. Says Rav Ovadia, it depends which level of suffering you the
Low
situation.
suffering, go.
If it's a low suffering, you don't do it. Tell the guy to do it. But if it's a big suffering, I cannot right now go and come catch it's going to bite me before I'm going to find the goy. And it's going to cause you a big pain, you can do it yourself.
But trapping the mosquito is beneficial for you.
Even if it's beneficial. That's the chidush here, Aaron. Why? I'm trying to trap him.
Beneficial for me.
That's the chidush. Why? Because it's categorized as not an animal that being trapped regularly, like deer. There's two type of categories we're going to learn in the laws of trapping. It's in volume 5, actually our volume, at the end of it. We're going to learn the laws of trapping.
You just asked.
And over there, there's two categories. One is this type of animal being trapped, or this type of animal not being trapped. Those two categories. Yaakov efata. Yavagon avkot ordam. Bechor vayt dek tavach ordak.
You asked about suffering, Rabbi. But you just asked a bunch of people about suffering. Would you have a mosquito with an air conditioner, or would you have no clean room, no mosquitoes with just heat?
Right. Which one you take? All night to sleep
Well,
at?
people were 50-50. Some said with the mosquito.
No, just only Shalom said I go with the heat. Everybody else
So what I'm
mosquito.
trying to say, the
May, what do you say?
No mosquito.
Heat? Heat all night?
I think the mosquito.
same thing.
So it's,
under the sheets.
Depends who's paying the bills.
No, you're in a hotel. Mary in a hotel.
Then I take the
Pu-
AC.
פולש לדגי.
The point of this was suffering is
I
subjective.
take the AC.
Rabbi, suffering is subjective. People different suffering.
Eliyahu, what do you take?
With mosquito.
Oh, Rabotai, so according to your answers, you know already which category you belong to. If it's a big pain for you or it's a low. So Rabbi Yosef says the mosquito bite is a big pain. But you're gonna die? It's not like pulling out teeth. Big pain. It's a considerably big pain. What's important to know, from here we'll learn when Rabbi Yosef says you're allowed to tell the goy to do Sudei Rabbanan for sake of suffering. Which suffering are we talking about? Which suffering are we talking about?
Bothering you or the noise. It's more suffering than mine.
Yeah, that's true. Also,
Which, the mosquito?
yeah, the sound of the mosquito always by the ear when trying to sleep.
Okay, so catch it. If it's about to by the ear, it's about to get you.
Yeah, but the heat.
Next to the basar, Maran says, if it's next to your basar, you're allowed to catch it.
But if it's just bothering you,
Allowed to catch
a
it.
cockroach. Allowed to put a couple for it, take it outside.
Cockroach, what?
Cockroach in the house on Shabbat. And you take a cup, put it on top of it, and then slide something underneath, take it outside.
I'm suffering, I'm scared of it.
It happens to me. I'm like,
Big you are also why you scared of it.
Huh?
Look how big you
So
are.
it doesn't matter, it's a water gun. I don't like it.
Oh, shalom, shalom.
Full shot. It's not.
you're saying only if it's painful you're allowed to catch it. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Oh, okay.
When it's painful, you're allowed to
Now,
catch
according
it.
to this understanding, if let's say you're sleeping in one room on
You did
Shabbat,
chesed, respect your father. Kol hakavod.
you're sleeping in one room on Shabbat, the light is on. You cannot sleep with the light on. There's no goy. Can you turn off the Shinoi?
Always ask yourself, one room with mosquitoes, turned off light. Another room with light on, no mosquitoes. Which room of the hotel you take?
The one with one mosquito and the light on, light off.
This one you take?
Yeah,
So this is a bigger pain for you.
yeah,
Light on all night, it's a bigger pain, bigger tsa'ar,
yeah.
suffering, than mosquito.
Yeah.
Rabbi Yosef says mosquito bite is a terrible pain. By halakha. Shulchan Aruch says, because it's a big pain, you're allowed to catch it on Shabbat.
Maybe on cold days. It's irritating, but it's not that
After
painful.
itching.
So now, why am I telling you this, Bechor? Can you tell a goy to do Isur de Rabbanan for purpose of suffering? Чтобы не было suffering.
Человек хочет сейчас в миг купаться, можно или нет?
Man or woman? To dip himself or cups?
Но он хочет пойти в миг сам.
He himself? Yeah, what's the problem?
No, not if it's hot water though. I'm sure.
Right now he's asking.
Not right now.
No problem, Bechor. Tell him when he goes inside, have machshava to purify himself. Скажи. Yaakov, позвоните ему, скажите, have machshava to purify yourself.
Что это purify?
Очиститься. Духовно очиститься. If you don't have it in mind, it doesn't come. No, I'm serious. The main kavanah I need to have when you go to mikveh Netanel, what's the main kavanah, you know? Tahara, purification. If you don't have that in mind, your mikveh gav bekor.
But if you have in mind to do tshuva, does it still count?
Tahara, that's the word. The Ben Ish Chai brings the main kavanah you're supposed to have in mind, tahara.
Purity.
Purity.
From Kerry.
From whatever. All the tumot, tahara. Should come on me.
I have
Purification.
a question. From what age? I see a lot of my friends. They take the kids before bar mitzvah to the mikveh.
Yeah.
From what age do you have to take them from the mikveh?
So the Gemara says, Masechet Pesachim, you're not supposed to take your son into the mikveh without clothes on, without the father's clothes on. So you should not think that that's the place I came to the world from, and think about the act he have done with his spouse to bring him to the world. So with that age that he understands this concept and is going to start having those type of thoughts. But if the father has underwear, he has no problem because the brit is covered. So, John Halos, no problem.
The fact that he sees other people is okay.
Yeah, that's not a problem that he looks at other people's
No, from what
breed.
age is supposed to take him away?
I told you, the age he understands things. It depends which community lives. Some people getting married don't understand what to do. They're 18, 19, 20 years old. What to do? I don't want to say on the records there's children here about stories of what experience people went through. First night, they have no idea what's flying.
I don't think it's hard.
So that's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you. It depends which community, which background, what the school's talking about, what's the exposure. There is internet in the house of them or the friends one, what neighborhood they grew up by. It's all affecting, because the more open community is, the younger the kids will be exposed to these type of things. So therefore, the younger will be a problem to go with the father to the mikveh.
Younger?
Yeah, because they already understand what's going on. Tamidi, it's all relative to the community you're at and to the child you have.
And they don't really need B'tahara. They're really pure, no? They don't have any sins. The kids, until like they get married.
Of course they have. What are you talking about?
They have?
Yeah. From 9 years old, the child can already have lebatala.
Oh.
Gemara says from 9 years old, his act counts as an act. Bi'ato bi'ah. 9 years old. For a girl, 3 years old. Bi'atan bi'ah. There was one girl, lo alenu lo alechem, was supposed to get married to Kohen. Why is it a bad thing? When she was a girl, lo alenu, 2 years old, Kakota Devona started with her.
This is in our generation.
Yeah. Kakota Devona did inappropriate things. 2 years old. 2 years old. Lo alenu lo alechem. That was a problem. Many years later, she want to get married. She wants to get, I think it was her brother or it was some neighbor. I don't remember the details. Karoche, it was a problem that she will be married to a Kohen now, because she's already been with someone. But whenever they dig into the case, they found out that it was at the age of 2. Gemara says before the age of 3.
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
Well, then a woman is not
So
a
you're allowed
virgin.
to
She's
marry
allowed to
Cohen?
marry a Cohen.
But depends who she was,
Allowed to marry
because
Cohen
of
or
why
not?
she's not. Okay, there's kids here. We're gonna talk about it.
She's allowed to marry Cohen then?
She's allowed because her act doesn't count. Less than 3 years old and bi'atan bi'ah. That's why it's good that the kids go to mikveh also made. It's very good. In Mansi, before I used to learn in Mansi upstate. I used to learn in Israel, Mansi. In Mansi, I remember there was snow, before like this. No jokes, like this. I had bicycles, the big bicycles. The wheel was inside the bicycle, the snow. I see a Hasidish boy before, maybe 7, 8 years old. Ajeti. Now Ajeti, you know, the jacket that they have. 6 o'clock in the morning, going to that snow, goes to the mikveh by himself. Upstate New York.
Months.
I was shocked before. No father, no mother, no sister, nobody. 6, 7 years old. Такой serious boy. You talk to him like he's an adult. Cold outside. I don't miss ever mikveh. Every day. Это не было пятница, not for Shabbat. Every day. I was shocked. Nabarot. He's purified himself. Okay. Now, says Ravadia number 12. Although the Hidaro, this in the context of tying a belt, since it refers to the Ramah's stringency about double knot, it implies that even coming to be lenient, that when coming to be lenient in double knot any double knot is permitted. Additional support for this leniency comes from the Mishnah, which states that a woman may tie the laces of her dress, maftehei chalukah, and similar items. These knots are typically doubled and meant to last only for a short while, yet they are permitted. Back in the day, lady used to put her robe and they used to make double knot. Mishnah says she is allowed to open it on Shabbat. Now Gemara does the slow double knot. Gemara says the lady is allowed to open her robe. So says Rav Ovadia Yosef, what was the knot on that robe? One knot, bow knot, kakoi knot, double knot.
Double knot.
If double knot, it's a professional knot, like Ashkenazim say. How the Gemara says, Mishnah says that the lady will be allowed to open it on Shabbat? You're not allowed to open a professional knot on Shabbat. Must be the double knot. It's not a professional knot.
Zohar.
Must be not a professor.
אז הוא צוין למשו. זוהר אני מי ישמע, מסכן.
Где Зоар? Ты импримируешь?
Rabbi, you in the beginning said the example of Babulia who tied it to double knot and you opened it 2 weeks later. And why is that different?
Allowed.
You said not allowed.
No, 2 weeks not allowed, yeah. Here, that rope,
Ah, I get it. Okay.
it will be short term. So it's not a professional knot, and it's a short term, therefore it's allowed.
No, but you said over there, you're not allowed to open the babula's bag only if she designated after 2 weeks. I'm going
Yeah,
to
yeah, we spoke about 2 weeks.
But if she said
No, we said 2 weeks.
unknown amount, even after 3 weeks you're allowed to because there was
Yeah.
no
I don't
time,
know.
right?
You want to also learn Zohar here? Usually David sits here. Huh? You going to learn Zohar? You finish Shas?
So yes.
We'll give you leniency.
So if there's no designated time, even after 3 weeks, the babula can open the double knot.
No, if there was no designation.
There's no designation.
Right, but if there was a designation, Babula tied it and she says when Yosef going to be bar mitzvah,
Only for
I'm going to have the candies open. Already 2 weeks passed ever since. Can you untie this double knot on Shabbat or no?
No.
No.
No designation even after 3 weeks, a month, whatever. 6 months you can open.
No designation yet. Prostara. She just tied it. No designation of time.
Not too far.
Huh?
Not too far.
Yeah. Not to fall, not to get lost. What will be the halakha?
Only because it's not it's a safek if it's a
She tied it.
That's
Babula, for how long did you tie it? No, I don't know.
only because it's safek if it's a professional knot or not. That's it.
Right. So remember, bottom Bechor, bottom line. Double knot, less than a week, no problem. Tie it or untie it for Sephardim. Double knot with intentions more than a week, not allowed to tie it, not allowed to untie it. Double knot, just tied it. For how long? No, I don't know. He ended up for 2-3 weeks. After 3 weeks, can you untie that or no? Allows. Why? 3 weeks already tied. Because there was no specific timing of how long she did it for. Maybe she could have opened it after a day, after 2 days. There was no specific time. You're allowed to untie it, even it's a double knot that stayed already 3 weeks. When is it not allowed? When she tied it with intentions, it's going to be more than a week.
Because double knot is a safek professional.
Right.
It's not for sure not professional, for sure not
Right.
professional.
Got it? Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen v'amen.